Hi, everyone. Welcome to Psych 120 Abnormal Psychology. My name is Dr. Siobhan Arthurs, and I will be your instructor for the course. I look forward to learning a little bit more about you through our first discussion. So, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I have my education first, so I'll start with that. I went to Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and have degrees in forensic science and psychology. And I have a master's degree in forensic science also from Duquesne University. Then I went on to Arizona State University and I have a master's in psychology with a specialization in legal psychology from there. And then I traveled back to where I reside now at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, where I received a PhD in criminology. So again, like I said, I live in Indiana, Pennsylvania now. And my full-time job is also being a professor. I work at Seton Hall University in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, which is just like a half an hour outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for reference. And I am the program director of criminal justice there. So with my well-rounded background, yes, I am here to teach you about abnormal psychology, and it certainly affects my primary teaching in criminal justice as well. A little bit of personal information about me. I'm married to my husband, Jason, and we have one little guy, Chase. He's 4 years old, and we have two rescue dogs, Stella and Hank. They're both like pit bull mixes. So it keeps me busy and on my toes. Along with that, I like to bake and I like to mix music and DJ on the side at times when I'm able to, and dance. I don't get to dance as much as I used to, but I still really enjoy that piece of my life when I can. So related to this discussion on what I'm looking or hopeful to learn from you all is just, the information that you're most excited to learn about. So maybe we can highlight some of that in our discussions throughout the various weeks. That'll be really neat. I've learned about all of these subjects and then some over my course of years of academics. And I find abnormal psychology particularly interesting because it's just looks at kind of the non-normal functioning, right? Like how we can, work, interact, understand, and better engage with those that struggle with mental health issues. And that often, we need to get away from the stigmas of looking at people like they're weird, and, using that type of terminology to just educate ourselves and really understand that, they're different, yes, but it doesn't make them weird. Okay. The other thing with a criminal justice that it doesn't surprise me at this point because I know about it, but it may surprise you that most of our criminally engaged individuals have mental health issues as well. It affects about 80% of our prison system, and as well as severe mental illness affects about like 20% of case involvement, like with policing. So there's a really significant chunk of people that are introduced to police interaction, or on the criminal end, there's a high amount that are institutionalized. So the majority of our mental health care actually happens in prison facilities, which there's a lot of problems behind that. I will tell you more as the course progresses and we participate in discussion, and I can share some of my world with you as well. We will hit on more of those really important concepts. So I'm sure there's various ways that, there are things that affect you in your personal life and your professional life, your future professional lives that will relate to a lot of the material we're discussing. I'm excited. I look forward to this class. It's one of my favorites to teach. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And I look forward to learning more about you as we progress.